Okay. Hi everyone, welcome back to Careers, Joy and Sorrow, a career conversation of the joy and sorrow of every industry. My name is Erica and I'm the host for this episode. And we have our guest as well, Mr. Alvin, and today we're going to talk about the fate of broadcasting. As we know that the world is digitalized nowadays and we can see that lots of things are changing. So does the broadcasting industry. So we have Mr. Alvin with us today here to talk about this topic. So hello, Mr. Alvin.
Yeah,
Can you
hello.
first make a short introduction of yourself and your education background as well?
Okay, all right. Hello, everyone. All right, so this is Alvin. All right, you guys can call me just only like the Alvin, or you can call me Alvin Chang. All right. So what do you want me to say again?
Your self-introduction
Okay.
and your education background.
All right, no problem. All right, so as my students also already has been know, all right, I already have some experience on teaching inside the education line. All right, so I already has been in this industry, all right, education industry around like 4 years, all right, go into 5 years already. So I have gone into some multiples of the college, all right, being teach right there, all right. So right now I'm here, yeah, right.
Okay, so before we start the discussion about today's topic, can you describe briefly to let our audience know what actually is broadcasting? As from what I observe, many people see broadcasting in a general term, which is what we can see from the TV. But actually, broadcasting is not only that.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, all right. So regarding about the questions that just now you have been asking me, like broadcasting just only these terms is actually quite a long stories that I can able to be further explain. But right now I just try to make it as short as possible and as direct as I can. All right. So broadcastings right here, as just now Erica also has been mentioned, it's not just only based on the videos or even those that productions companies and so on. All right. Even though if I'm talking about broadcastings inside a journalism industry, so it becomes like a broadcast journalisms. Right. In additionally, not just only that these areas can able to be using the terms of broadcasting, but at the same time, like such as advertisings, when you are trying to be helping people to be promoting the products that times, you need that company, that particulars of the productions company to help you, all right, to take some nice photo of their products or even those that try to come out, all right, come out very, very short videos that talk about the product as well. So you see that this has been proved that broadcasting is not just only under the dramas or even though the movie company, but at the same time, yes, journalism is also a part of it. And at the same time, like advertisings that people used to be know that people used to be watch all those like advertisements at the roadside or even those the poster they are watching. Who knows, all right, that actually there will going to be those kind of video productions inside the advertising area. Yeah.
Okay, so just now you have shared about your education journey. So can you tell us, okay, so you have tell us this is your 5th year working in the industry. So previously, which position are you working as and what are your job scope?
Oh, okay. All right. So before I working as a educator, all right, like a lecturers, lecturers inside a university. So I have a few experience inside a few of the company. I mean the productions company. So for examples, at my very very first job, which is I'm working as a PA, when I already has been done my studies that time. So I interned in a company, a movies company. So I started my intern then, and I continue a few months, all right, a few months after my internship has been done, all right. Then after that, then I'll change into another drama company, yeah, if not mistaken, all right. So basically, inside the company, I are able to be working as a grid productions, all right, grid setting production. So which means that all those action scenes that you guys has been watched inside the movie theater or movie or even though the theater, all right, those bomb scenes, car crashing scenes, raining scenes, all of that, all right, which is like created inside our department itself.
Wow.
All right. So basically, I also has that a part of those experience on working in the companies right there. Okay. Then after that, then I have been work around like almost like 2 years. Then I think that I would like to be continuing my master study. So I have has been stopped working, and then I'll proceed to UK to continue my master study. Yeah.
Okay, so what are the requirements for being a broadcaster?
Okay, very interesting questions right here. All right, what are the requirements? All right, the first and the most important requirements, which is you need to be having passion. All right, passion on it. All right, if you do not have any passion on it, so basically you are very hard to get survive. All right, inside that industry area, because I believe that peoples are watching movies. They also know that when they are looking some scene is during nighttime that time. So it's like literally we are trying to be filming that scene, that particular scene during the nighttime. So which means that your working hours is like totally not fixed at all. All right, like starting with the evening, I mean late evenings like 8 p.m. until the next day mornings like around 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. All right, so you see that this is going to be the life, all right, that you have to be bear with it. All right, so basically you see that this is what I'm saying on just originally, which is if you do not have a lot of like passions towards into this line, this area, so basically you will going to be feeling even more tired. Yeah.
Okay, so based on what you say just now, we can say that broadcasting is a job that you will face different issues and challenges all the time. It's not like some other jobs where the job scope is only among your own profession. So, do you think that it is tough for you to overcome so many years as a broadcaster?
Hmm. Actually, not that a lot of year that I have been through, but still, all right. But still, for a long term, I mean, this is just only based on my opinions, lah. All right, because others of my seniors or even though previous of my colleague, they even though they already has been work inside these industries like more than 10 years, and they are still keep on working on it. But this is just only based on my own opinions. I think that maybe I need to be having a more stable, all right, more stable life in my future. So that is why I have quit, all right, I have quit broadcastings under those productions company. Actually, not to say like 100% that I have quit that kind of industry, because even though right now I'm a educator, all right, but if I have additional timings like during my weekend like Saturday or Sunday, or even though after my working hours during nighttime, I still able to be finding some of the productions company outside that are able to be hire me, all right, hire me like for example as a wedding photographers, or even though help people to be filming some advertisings of the some create some posters and so on. So these are the some minor things I am still currently proceeding, even though that I really has been left on my previous of the full-time productions house.
So now can consider as a freelancer.
Yeah, you can say so, all right?
Okay, so nowadays there are many platforms in the market like TikTok, YouTube, and recently there's a quite famous platform in Malaysia,
Mhm.
Lemon8.
Mhm.
So what are your point of view towards the rising of these platforms? Do you think that the traditional media will be fully replaced by these platforms?
Okay, so for me, this is quite an interesting questions to be answered, because if you say that traditional media is it going to be get replaced, I actually don't think so. All right, because these are the medias is already there. Is already has been there. It's just only that those traditional media, I believe that is going to be more improved and improved. Just for an examples right here. All right, people nowadays, or I mean on last times, like use all those like very big cameras to able to be filming all those productions work. Even though right now there's a few movies and examples of new movie, I forget the titles already, which is fully filmed by an Apple, all right? I mean iPhone, all right? iPhone. So which means that you see that basically technologies is still going to be keep on improve and improve. And for your previous questions that just now you have mentionings regarding about all those like TikToks or even though all those are like social media, like yeah, we call it social media. Nowadays, it's going to be there. It's just depending that the peoples that who are creating, right, that applications, all right, that apps or even though the software right there, is it going to be replaced into a better version or not? So basically, yeah.
Okay. So I think most of the people know the benefits of the new media nowadays. So can you tell us what do you think will be the threat of this new media in the broadcasting industry?
You mean the threat? I mean,
It's like what difficulties will we face, or what is the impact, the bad impact of this new media for
bad
the
impact.
broadcasting industry?
Okay. Bad impact of the new medias. I believe that this, instead of talking that is going to be a bad impact, I think it's going to be a learning process. All right. Like for examples, like just now I have mentioning, my colleague has been working inside the productions company is like more than 10 years, 20 years. So which means that right now I think they are already like even 40 years old, 50 years old, or even more. Like every singles of the generations, the technologies will keep on improve, like I just said on just now as well. All right. So which means that is a challenge. All right, is a challenge and also a difficulty for those uh, uh, my colleague, which is they needs more time on learning on using the new thing. So basically, you see that when technologies is keep on improving, that times we have to keep on learning as well. So instead of saying that that is going to be a bad impact, I think that this is going to be a very very big challenges. All right, because who knows that maybe 10 years later we did not use any of the phone anymore. Instead of that, we just taking like a very small device and one click of it and there's a screen right there. You who knows, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically that is the things that we have to adapt and we have to be learning on new things, right?
Okay, so we can see nowadays there are many cases of spreading fake news using the new media. You can say the new media is actually very convenient to everyone, but at the same time, it's also very dangerous. So, what are your opinion about this?
Okay, so another very interesting questions, all right, on this. For me, I would just only have one advice, all right? One advice, which is whenever it's that you want to be look into the news, make sure the news is from official website. All right. Or if you are trying to be downloading some apps, maybe that apps that you are trying to be download it, make sure that apps is like from an official store as well. Like for example, it's on the App Store or Google Play Store, right? Like don't simply like download all those like untrusted apps on the internet. All right. Who knows that the apps itself is it whether authorized by other people or not? So that is why this is my advice that if you do not want these things to be treated. All right. So basically, you have to be more cautious, which is every single of the actions and also the step that you are trying to be doing.
Okay,
Yeah.
so is there anything can be done from the broadcasting industry
What do you mean that
um,
can it be done?
for this issue?
Oh, for this issue.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think this question is almost just like the ones that I have mentioned on just now. I mean, I have answered on just now. So whenever that people are trying to be develop new things, make sure that that thing is like have a fully authorized by the experts or even though the persons which is in profession in that area. All right, so that all those like criminals cases won't be happens in this society. Yeah.
Okay, so as an ethical broadcaster, what do you think are the do's and don'ts in this industry?
Do and don'ts broadcasters.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Actually, there's not very much of the do and don'ts. All right. It's just depending on the rules and regulations. I would like to be saying. All right. Because I believe that everyone is like know that Malaysians also are having their own censorship when it comes to like broadcasting area. All right, like some particulars of the scenes, or even though some movies, or even though some script, you can't able to be right too over, right? Say like too over right there, because you are staying inside Malaysian right here, right? So that is why you have to be following, yeah, you have to be following the rules and regulations right there to make sure that you not get yourself into trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we will end the podcast, but before we end it, so what advice could you give to those who are interested in joining this industry?
Okay, so this also some things that I already has been answered on previously. So first advice and the most important advice is make sure you have passion. All right, you have passions towards into broadcasting. All right, because the broadcasting areas you can able to be like, I would say like divide into two types. One is like in front of the camera, right, and another one is behind of the scene, which is you are trying to be in charge with all those like technical things. Like for example, you are trying to be doing some editing videos, or even those that you are doing recording sessions, setting up those like right here's cameras. So these are all the behind of the scenes work. And of course, if you are like very passionate on in front of the camera, so that is also some very good things that you can able to be doing as well. Yeah.
Okay, so thank you very much, Mr. Alvin, for your time and your words. I'm sure all of us has inspired from you, especially us, the mass communication students, as in the future we might be in one of the position in this industry. It's a great sharing session with you. I had a lot of fun talking to you. So thank you for staying with us. We will end our podcast for today. Please follow our Instagram at CJS underscore 2023 underscore for more information of our podcast. See you in the next episode. Bye bye.
All right. Bye.